Welcome to WeMakeMints.com. We make some of the best sweetie mints you could ever possibly taste. In fact, they're so good, you could go to your local nightclub and you could drink too much, throw up in the smoking area, pop one of our little mints in your mouth, go and snog a nice young lady on the dance floor. She would have no idea you've just thrown up, unless you keep a carrot between your teeth. We wouldn't do that. Right, so yeah, the accent didn't work. I was never going to pull that off for 7 minutes. Right, anyway, we don't actually make sweet mints, we make mints as in like, you know when someone works in the city, got a nice little number in a bank, you're like, oh, you must be on a mint driving that car. Those are the sorts of mints that we make. How do we do it? Well, we ain't going to tell you that. Oh, fuck it. I fucked it up already, I forgot what I was going to say. And we're not too proud to drink Smart Price Lager from Asda's. This is underrated. Oh. The way that we make mints is, if you can imagine there's a random object and we say to you, basically, it's underrated, I tell you, this is good stuff. Basically, the price of that object changes throughout the day, every day, except for weekends and bank holidays. And you could buy, say, an antique chair. Let's say this object is an antique chair. The price of that changes every minute. Now, what you could do is obviously buy it, the price could go up and you could sell, and you've made a profit, right? You'd be making a mint if you keep doing that. But the price could go down. So you could actually make a loss on that bit of speculation. So, if I said to you, if there was a way that you could buy that object at a time when you knew it was going up, now wouldn't you be interested? I know I would, I'm pretty sure these guys would as well.
How much is Smart Price Lager next week?
Well, today is a first, I've got to say. Bit red-faced at the checkout, but still. It's not bad, it's not bad. It shouldn't judge a can by its cover. But, anyway, if we was to say to you that antique chair, let's say, you're not interested in buying an antique chair, but you're interested in making a profit on it. Say there was a way that we could actually tell you on the Monday, if you buy it now, it'll be worth more Friday. You would be interested in that, or most people would, as long as you knew it wasn't a scam. And this isn't a scam, promise. But there is a way, and there is something that you can actually buy knowing it's going to go up or knowing it's going down. And that's actually called the stock market. Now, a lot of people don't know about the stock market. It's fear of the unknown. The only time you hear about it is on the news, when the stock market's crashing and things like that. But there is a way of telling if something's going to go up. And we're talking about shares. You may have guessed we're talking about shares. Now, if we buy a share, you're sort of speculating that it's going to go up, because you don't want it to go down, otherwise you wouldn't have bought it. You're speculating it's going to go up. A lot of the time people get it wrong. So people do lose money on the stock market when they buy shares. But when we're talking about technical analysis, you know that that's going to go up because there's a pattern on there. There are programs on the computer, and we'll teach you what websites to go on for this, where they actually record the price movements of shares. And what they do is they record them something like this. This here is just one day's price movement. So basically it tells you, you'll have the price here and the time at the bottom. It's a graph. We've got a tutorial on this, so it might be a little bit at the moment, but watch the tutorial. Basically, one of these on its own doesn't really tell us what's going to happen for the rest of the week or tomorrow or whatever. It just shows you the price opened at £1 a share, went down to 98 pence, went up to 104 and then closed or whatever for the day. So that doesn't show you anything, but if you compare this to stars in the sky, one star in the sky and say in 3 nights time pick me out that star, you probably wouldn't be able to do it unless you're an astronomer or whatever. I can't really say we'll cut that bit out. But if you get a collection of stars, you can actually see random patterns. I think this one's known as Little Bear or the Plough. And you can recognise that in a year's time in the sky. And the thing is as well, with these charts, is you get the same sort of setup. One bar on its own, one of these bars, again tutorial, because it won't mean much to you at the moment, might not mean anything, but once you get a collection of them, they can actually form patterns. And as a trader, or as someone who can analyse charts, which you'll be able to once we teach you, if you get this, you know on this day, you think, hang on a minute, this is one of these patterns, and this means the price is going up. You buy, and then the next day the price goes up, you can sell for a profit. Now, it is not rocket science, guys, but a lot of people don't do it because they don't understand it. But this is why we are here. We're going to teach you that.
Just to show you the sorts of mints that we make, this was a trade that we had on in a small oil company based in the Bahamas. Just over £5,000 profit. Any trade that we make that we think is going to generate this sort of profit, we upload the chart onto our forum for our members to trade as well. This was a gold and silver trade that we had on. We short sold it. Unrealised P&L, which is profit and loss, of over £9,000 in profit. When you short sell something, you make money as the price goes down, and the price went down quite a lot. This was simple technical analysis, and we will teach you how to do this. This is the mints that we make.